Hi guys, welcome back to GP Reactions. I hope you're well, hope you're having a great day, and thanks to everybody that subscribed over recent times. So I'm going to be listening to a track by a group called the Regents. The track itself is called 17, and I'm not sure if this came from an album. I've not been able to find one, so maybe it was just a standalone single. This is classed as a new wave band. I have heard this song, but it was one of those that kind of slipped under my radar until I heard somebody talking about it. And then it just really kind of came back to me that I thought, bloody hell, I do actually remember this track. And indeed it was, and I think really one of the reasons why it slipped under my radar a little bit was because it came out about the 22nd of December 1979, and non-Christmas records that are generally released around about that time of year, or they enter the UK top 40 at the time of year, they're usually they're usually eclipsed by Christmas songs. And I think one in particular was probably Paul McCartney's Wonderful Christmas Time, and there was probably a few others as well. But yeah, I do vaguely remember that this was a track, only because of the title 17. I'm looking forward to it. This is a top for Pop's performance. I haven't seen this. It looks like this one is from 1980. So I'm guessing that this would have just been on the turn of the year, but it's definitely just really curious to see how this track makes me feel, because if it's the right track, I think it is. I haven't heard it since 1979, and 1979 was around about the time that I started secondary school. So when you start secondary school, you suddenly become very much more aware of genders and sexuality and stuff like that. Not that it had any bearing on my life at that point, but for some, I mean, we've all been to school, and there's always guys and girls who are the same age of us, but they always seem about 2 or 3 years older in the way they behave, the way they act. And I guess back then, you could be quite innocent and closeted to a degree, depending on your upbringing and the people around you. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this makes me feel. So this is Top of the Pops, and it is 1980. I hope this one doesn't get blocked, but and it looks like this could be an early young-looking Steve Wright with a little beard by the looks of it.
And we're going to see a lot more right now of the Regents. This is 17.
Is that a dance?
So clean, thought that you were never coming. 17, completely new sensation. Someone's dreams created your perfection. And all the girls just love to hate, and all the boys they wanna make her want you. 17, a permanent reaction makes your scene.
It really does feel post-punk. It really does feel new wave, I guess, in a rawest way, and just even the way he's dressed, the way he's got his hair, it's almost that he's transitioning. I'd love to know what these Regents did next, or if they did anything next, or whether this was just a getting together for one single. But yeah, it's got a very late 70s vibe now. This has. I'm really enjoying it. I like the guitar as well. It's nicely paced song. And yeah, for sure, I have heard this, and it's kind of flooding back memories, I think, of those early days of secondary school, which I didn't really enjoy, but all of a sudden I felt a lot older than I did about 3 months before.
Now you're caught in her reflection. 17. She's a beautiful mutation. We sow the seeds of a future generation. Boys love future girls. All the girls and all the boys, they wanna make her want to take her home with them because she's 17. Goodness, love, she's only 17. Won't you 17?
Love to hate you, want to take you home with them. Love to hate you, all the boys. 17, love you, hate you, want to take you home with them.
17 and not yet a woman. So clean. Thought that you were never coming. 17 completely new sensation. Someone's dream.
So that was the Regents 17, and even though I remember it, I had no idea that it had so much interesting structure to it. At first I thought, seeing those two girls doing that dance, I thought, it was going to be a little bit cheesy, but it kind of worked. It worked with the way they sang in that very urban-esque, EastEnder-esque type of manner. Whether that was their normal singing voices, or whether they were told to inflect a dialect. But yeah, that was really, really cool, and I really, really enjoyed that. I like that guy's guitar is massive, by the way. It's I've I don't often look at the size of men's guitars, but that guitar, is it called like a fret or something? That's like a really long guitar. That's a stupid thing of a day to say. That guy's guitar is really long. I know, and someone's going to tell me that it's actually probably a standard size guitar. I liked the way that this song kind of at first I felt it was kind of new wave, then it transitioned up into like a real sort of heavy kind of pop chorus, and then it kind of went back down, and then it kind of went a little bit punk. I loved the whole sort of like transitional effect between what I would consider to be maybe genres of a time, and they really bridged it, and it's no wonder that this peaked at number 11 in the UK Top 40. I do remember some of the kids in our school singing this, and so yeah, even though this song was 17, and I kind of got the feeling that it was sort of aimed at those people who are just young adults, and when I say young adults, maybe even like 15, 16-year-olds who are just kind of exploring a newfound sort of sexuality at school, and they become aware of things like jealousy of boyfriends, girlfriends, and of course 17 is would possibly make this sound a little bit more palatable as a pop song. I dare say the BBC would have banned it if it was called 15, because that would have been a little bit gross and very and it probably would have been banned from radio stations and stuff. I'm not sure if I've ever heard this on a radio station. It feels a little bit risque, I have to admit. But yeah, I mean, just as a song itself, I really enjoyed this. So a quick dive into the lyrics. 17 and not yet a woman. Soho clean, is that reference to Soho being quite a dirty, debauched place. Thought you were never coming. 17, thought you were never coming. You know what, I'm going to leave that line right there. 17, completely new sensations, someone's dreams, created your perfection. All the girls just love to hate her, and all the boys want to make her They Want You 17. A permanent reaction makes you'll see now, a caught in her reflection. 17. She's a beautiful mutation. We sow the seeds of a future generation. They dream and all the girls just love to hate her, and all the boys just want to make her, they want to take her home with them because she's 17. She's 17. I'm not sure what the legalities were of the age back then, the age of consent. That's something I don't really know about. But yeah, it kind of presents a picture of someone who looks very pure, but is becoming aware of their adult self, perhaps, and how they use their sexuality, how they present themselves, and certainly probably how older people view them, older men, I guess. But also it's about the jealousy that you get, I think, at school of people who are good looking, and everybody's becoming aware of themselves at a certain age, and we may think we're more adult, but we're actually not. So yeah, it's an interesting song, and I'm really glad I reacted to it because it kind of brought a lot of feelings of insecurity and anxiety back to me of those times, and it's not in a bad way. It's part of a tapestry of my life, and I don't necessarily feel total nostalgia for this song. I might not ever listen to it again, but I do respect that it was a moment in time of my educational life. I didn't listen to this song outside of school. I've probably heard people singing it more than I heard it. I may have heard it on the radio when I've been in a car with my dad or my mom or both. But yeah, listen to it. I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it for what it was. It felt like a little time capsule. So essentially, guys, if you have any nostalgic memories of around about this time, late 70s and then into early 1980, please let me know. If you know anything about this band, or essentially is there a story behind this song that is yet to be yet to kind of find. Yeah, join me in the comments below. General comments, any comments. I'll always read them and soak them up. Till next time, take care of yourselves. Have a great day.